Good morning, students. This is like round 3 of me trying to record this video, so I'm hoping it'll work this time. This is your explanation for April 21st. So this week we are starting Of Mice and Men, but before we start Of Mice and Men, we are going to read chapter 3 from Grapes of Wrath, which was also written by John Steinbeck. So while you're reading this chapter, I want you to think about the Dust Bowl. I've given you a very quick excerpt about the Dust Bowl in your assignment. So when you click on that, it's kind of right here. In the early 1930s, Oklahoma's panhandle became known as the Dust Bowl after a combination of droughts and overfarming created an ecological disaster. Crops would no longer grow on the land, and farmers had to move west in search of work. So a lot of them went to California, to the Central Valley. So once you read that little excerpt, I want you to compare the elements in the turtle story to the elements in the Dust Bowl. So what could we compare the highway embankment to in the Dust Bowl? What could we compare the red ant to in the Dust Bowl? What could we compare the 40-year-old driver to in the Dust Bowl? What about the light truck and its mean driver in the Dust Bowl? So each of those elements I want you to compare to the Dust Bowl and the elements in the story. When you've done that, I then want you to compare the elements in the turtle story to elements from your life this year in high school. I've given you examples of all of these things in this audio recording that's right here in the middle of the assignment. There is no screen capture because I used Canvas to record, and I did not want you to have to look at my ugly face because I didn't put on any makeup today. So if you want to listen to 14 minutes of my voice, that's totally fine. If you don't, you will not hurt my feelings. At about 9 minutes is where I start to explain what I think some of the metaphor comparisons can be. So if that's all you want to listen to, totally understand, and I totally get it. So 9 minutes approximately is where I start to talk about the metaphor element. I do kind of explain that in more detail. So if you want to hear more about that, 9 minutes is your go-to right here in this video. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself, and I hope this sucker works. Take care, guys.